My name is Catherine Black, and I am graduating from the Communication Department this semester at College of Western Idaho. My last 2 years at CWI has been full of a ton of different classes, and it has been a lot of fun to understand more of what I want to get out of life through my communication classes at CWI. So first I'd like to talk about the different classes that I've took and how they've got me thinking about my future. Second, I want to talk about the internship that I did for my Capstone project. And third, I want to talk about where I plan on being in the next couple of years. So first, let's talk about the different communication classes I took at CWI. My very first class was Introduction to Communication, and I had to do my first speech, and I was so nervous, and I had to do it in front of my friends because it was an online class, and it was nerve-wracking. And I brought this one up first because this semester I'm in public speaking, and it's been really interesting and fun to see, at least from what I remember of me giving my first speech to giving the speeches in this class this semester. It's just been cool to see how I've grown and how I've overcome some of my fear issues, and CWI has a large role to play in that. Another class that I want to talk about is my communication and culture class that I took my second semester at CWI. This was a class that had a lot of roundtable discussions, and I learned a ton. Being sheltered a lot in life, I had no idea that there was so many different cultures just in my own backyard, and how much that affects communication on a day-to-day basis. So this class was really eye-opening for me, and it showed me how communication can expand far past what I ever thought that it meant. For a little bit, I thought about double majoring with media arts, and so I took some media classes, which were a ton of fun, but overall it was too much to double major. But one of my classes was Intro to Mass Media, and I had no idea that communication could change based on the media format, and this class was just really eye-opening in the best way to get the story across, be it in journalism, radio, online, or on TV. And so I learned a lot through that class as well. One of my favorite classes that I took was actually not a communication type class. It was one of the electives, and it was global issues. Now, I love traveling, and I love seeing the world and experiencing new cultures and different places worldwide. And so this class was really close to my heart because it shared how a lot of issues that countries are facing are not just their own country, but it can be global. And so we looked a lot at pollution, and I never understood how communication and pollution could feed into each other, or at least work together. And this gave me a passion to see that with my communication degree I could do something to help with what's going on in the world due to pollution, or there's just a lot of different areas. And so this kind of sparked my fire and gave me a lot of different options and ideas looking forward into the future. The last class that I want to talk about is interpersonal communication, because we talked about and read the book Crucial Conversations, which is definitely life-changing when you put it to practice. And I just think that class set me up with a lot of basic communication skills that I'm going to use a lot of during my future. So all of these classes got me to the communication capstone, which has been awesome to just get everything put in order. It's nice having that as a class instead of just something that I need to do over summer. So I just really feel like this class also has really jump-started towards my success. But the internship that I did for this class ended up being not what I wanted or thought it would be, but I still learned a lot. I worked with an Amazon seller who he has his own business, and he sells hundreds of thousands of dollars of products on Amazon each year. And so I worked with him because I wanted to promote local Idaho artisans through Amazon. And unfortunately, what we talked about didn't actually get to happen, but I still learned a ton through this internship, through why things sell better on Amazon versus somewhere else, or why a certain product wouldn't necessarily sell on Amazon. And I just think that is really cool, and I'm sure I can use in my future with online sales being such a big part of the equation, especially right now. And then finally, I want to share what my plan is for the foreseeable future. For now, I'm planning on transferring to Boise State University and finishing up my communication degree. I'm very excited to do this in the fall. And potentially, right now I work for my family's business, and I would like to just grow in that and see where that could take me. So just becoming a bigger, taking on a bigger role in that, especially after I graduate with my communication degree. Past that, I don't really have any plans, but I'm just excited to see where life leads me. And it's been just a really great opportunity to be a student at CWI and to be able to make friends there and I've learned a lot through these different classes and through these assignments, and I'm very excited to have my associates under my belt and am gearing up to get my bachelor's. So thank you.